Hello everyone and welcome back to Pilates with Bonnie. Today I'm going to be taking you through an energizing Pilates session. As usual, you won't need any equipment at all, just yourself, your mat and your favorite playlist on in the background. Let's get started. So we're going to start by interlacing our fingers in front of us. Take a nice deep inhale, look all the way up towards the ceiling. And then on your exhale, tuck your chin in towards your chest, round through your spine and look towards your belly button. 3 more here. So we inhale to look all the way up. Stretch through the front of your chest. And exhale, look towards the back, stretch through your back. 2 more here. Inhale. Really exaggerating both stretches. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Hold it all the way up for 3. Hold it there for 2. And last one, release your hands. Taking your left arm up and over, reach towards the side. Really reaching your fingertips away from you, pushing both sit bones on the floor. Holding it there for 3, for 2. And last one, take that arm up and over. Right arm comes up and over, stretch towards the side, reaching those fingertips. Hold it there for 3, for 2. And last one, take that right arm back behind you, left hand comes on your knee. Take a nice deep inhale to lengthen and sit up tall. And then on your exhale, press against your knee and twist a little bit deeper towards the back. So we inhale to lengthen and exhale to twist. 1 more here, inhale, exhale. And then come all the way back to center. Swap to the other side. So you've got your left hand behind you, right hand on your knee. Inhale to lengthen, sit up tall. Exhale to twist. 2 more big breaths here. Every time you exhale, get a little bit deeper into that spinal twist. Last one, we inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Coming all the way back to center. We're going to be starting with our feet in front of us today, sitting up nice and tall, bringing your hands in front of you. And then we're going to rotate the palms down towards the floor. Take a nice deep inhale to lengthen through the spine. And then on your exhale, tuck your pelvis under, scoop your belly and come halfway back. Hold it for a breath here. And then exhale, roll all the way back up nice and slowly. So we inhale to lengthen. Exhale, tuck the belly, tuck the pelvis, scoop the belly, roll back, hold it for a breath in. And then exhale, pull the ribs down towards the hips, shoulders down and back, and lengthen up tall. Just a few more here, just to start to warm up through our core. Hold it for an inhale. Exhale to roll all the way up, nice and controlled. 1 more. Hold it, and then exhale to roll all the way up. All right, we're going to add on. We inhale to lengthen. Exhale to roll back halfway. Take your right elbow, lengthen it all the way back behind you like you're pulling a bow and arrow. Back to center, other side. Left elbow reaches back behind you. Back to center, and then you scoop and roll all the way back up. Keep going. We inhale to lengthen. Exhale to tuck. And then we go right side, back to center, nice and slow. Left, back to center, and then coming all the way up. So it's just like you're pulling a bow and arrow, but I really want you to make sure that when you're twisting, your hips are staying perfectly still as well as your knees. So you're just twisting from above your belly button. The only thing that's moving is your upper body and your core. You've got 1 more like that before we add on another layer. Twist, elbow high and wide, back to the center, left, back to center, roll all the way up. Let's add another layer. Exhale, we roll back. We go to the right, hold it there. Lift your right leg up, lower your right leg down, come back to center, don't come up. So we go twist, left leg up, left leg down, back to center. Perfect, keep going. Twist, right leg, lower, and center. Twist, left leg, lower, and center. Don't try and speed it up. We're in this together. The slower, the better. Exhale to twist. Lift, lower, back to center. You've got one more each side. Keep going. Keep that C shape with your spine. Keep tucking that pelvis under. Last one. No one's coming up just yet. Reach the hands forward, palms face each other. We inhale to open the arms wide. Exhale to close them in. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. So the only thing that's moving is your arms. Nothing in your lower body or your core is moving. Really think about pulling your ribs down towards your hips, sucking your belly button through towards the back of your spine. You've got 4 more here. Last 3, breathe through it. For 2. Last one, hold the arms nice and wide for 5. 4, scoop the belly around through the spine. 3, 2, and 1. Pop your hands behind your knees and roll all the way up. I don't know about you, but my core is nice and warm. All right, we're gonna lie down now. So, hands behind your knees, scoop the belly, roll all the way down, adjust yourself wherever you need. We're gonna come into some glutes. So, hands down by your side, feet are hip distance apart. We're gonna lift up onto our toes. So lift your heels off the mat. You may need to bring your heels a little bit closer towards your bum. And then when you're ready, we're gonna tuck the pelvis under, lift the glutes up towards the ceiling, hold it for a pause, and then articulate the spine 1 vertebrae at a time all the way back down. Keeping your heels lifted the entire time. Exhale, tuck, peel and lift. Squeeze the glutes up, hold it, and then slowly come down, lowering down from your upper back, mid back, lower back, and tailbone. Beautiful, keep going there. Tuck the pelvis, squeeze the glutes, hold, and then rolling down nice and slowly. There should be no pressure in your upper back, so you don't need to come 100% of the way up. You're just coming as far as your glutes will take you, not your back. You've got 3 more here, just to mobilize through the spine. Wake up through the body, wake up through the glutes. Last one, exhale, tuck, peel and lift. Squeeze the glutes up. Hold it there for a pause. We're gonna add our little pulses. We lift up and squeeze. You've got 12 here. For 12, 11, squeeze it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold your hips lifted. Take your arms up and above your head. From here, we lower the hips down straight away, and then on your exhale, your hips lift up and your hands come down by your side. So you inhale, lower the hips, hands come above over your head, exhale to lift up. Beautiful. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Keep those heels lifted. You should be starting to feel it in your calf muscles now. And we've taken away that articulation of the spine. You're just dropping the hips straight down and then lifting them straight back up. You've got 5 more here, last 5. Just for 4, really squeezing those glutes. Last 3. Nice and controlled. For 2. Last 1. Keep the hips lifted, hands up towards the ceiling, just holding it still for 10 seconds. For 10, breathe, 9, 8, 7, 6, pull the belly button in, squeeze the glutes for 4, 3, 2, and 1, roll all the way down. All right, our glutes should be nice and warm, but we're gonna keep going. From here, take your right leg into tabletop, your left heel and your left foot is planted in towards the ground. On your next exhale, we're going to lift the glutes straight up towards the ceiling and then inhale to lower them back down. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. So you're driving through that left heel now, just lifting the glutes straight up and straight down. You've got 6 here before we add a little combo. Just for 5. Keep the right toes pointed. I don't want to see any floppy feet. You've got to have lots of energy through that right leg. Last 3. For 2. Last one, we hold it up. Tap the right foot down towards the floor, bring it back to tabletop, lower the hips, and then lift the hips. So we go tap, tabletop, lower, and lift. Tap, tabletop, lower, and lift. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, only lower your hips until they're just a couple of centimeters off the floor, so your bum never touches the mat. Last 4. You've got 3 more here. My left glute is definitely awake now. For 2, point those right toes. Last 1, back to center, hold it there. If you can, extend your right leg, little pulses to finish. Reach the toes up, you've got 12, 11, you can bend that knee if you need. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, squeeze it up, 4, 3, 2, and 1, come down. All right, cross that left knee over your right knee. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. Give that glute a little massage there. Rock from side to side. Give it a little break. All right, that's enough of a break. Keep going. We've got that right side now, so the exact same thing. You've got your right foot planted in towards the floor. Your left leg is in tabletop. Nice strong leg there. On your exhale, lift straight up in towards your single leg glute bridge. Inhale to lower it down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Try not to just lift up and lower down straight away. I really want you to control the movement up, hold it for a split second, and then control it down. Nice, you've got 6 more here. Keep the core tight for 4, 3, 2, last one, we hold it up. We go into that combo. We tap the left foot down, back to tabletop, lower the hips, lift. Tap, tabletop, lower, and lift. Again, if you want that challenge, don't lower your bum completely. Make sure though that you're hinging from that left hip. You're not just bending from your knee. It hinges forward, back to tabletop. Then we lower and lift. 4 more to go. Keep your hips nice and lifted. Really squeezing that right glute. Final 2 here. We're finishing with our pulses. Ready, let's go. Extend that leg if you can. Let's go. For 12, 11, reach your toes up. For 10, 9, squeeze. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Awesome work. Cross that right leg now over your left knee. Pull your left leg in towards your chest. Little rock from side to side. Beautiful work. All right. From here, we're going to readjust again if you need. Bring both legs into tabletop, one at a time, and then your hands are going to come up towards the ceiling. Just starting with the arms. So you're going to take a nice deep inhale, lengthen your right arm over your head. Exhale, pull it back to center. So it's very easy. Only your arm is moving, but I want you to connect your breath. So you breathe in. Breathe out, pull everything in, ribs down to hips, belly button pulls in. Just 1 more each side here. Inhale, exhale, ribs to hips. All right, let's just go with those legs. So we inhale, lengthen the right leg down. Exhale, pull it back to center. Inhale to stretch. Exhale to pull. If that feels too strong there, you can just extend your leg to 45 degrees. That's completely fine. I'd rather get the proper form there than extend your leg all the way down and your lower back completely lift off the mat. All right. I'm sure you can assume what we've got next. We're going to add it all together, 1 more each side here. All right, so we go. The right arm, the right leg and the left arm extend long. And then on your exhale, pull everything back to center. Inhale, reach everything away. Exhale, pull it back. Keep going, a little bit of coordination. Everything is staying still except that moving arm and moving leg. If you can, hold it for a little pause when they're extended. If you want a bit more of a challenge, when you extend, hold it for 3, 2, 1, come back to center. Extend, hold it for 3, 2, 1, back to center. You've got 4 more here, whichever option. As long as you're coordinating and connecting your breath. 1 more each side. Last one. Come back to center, hands behind your head. Extend your legs up towards the ceiling. We're going to lift up into our curl as we extend the right leg long above the floor. And then as you inhale, lower all the way back down. Other side. We exhale to lift up. Extend the left leg now. And then come all the way back. Keep going. So we're coming into an ab curl and extending just one leg at a time. Nice and slow and controlled all the way up. And then control it all the way down. Beautiful. Really point through those toes. If you want a little bit more, you can add some arms. So you lift up. Hold it there. Reach your hands. Little lift up. And then come all the way back. So you lift. Reach the hands a little bit further up. And then come back down. Nice work. You've got 6 more here. Every time you reach those fingertips, I want you to pull a little bit further for me. Just 2 more each side. If you don't want to do those arms, you don't have to. You've got 1 more each side to go. Keep going. We are nearly there. Last one. My legs are shaking from before. Hold it up. Just your head is lifting up and up. Shoulders all the way off for 10. 9 if you want to add those arms for 8. 7, 6, 5. Ribs to hips. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Whew. Alrighty. Little rock from side to side. My legs were shaking when they're up in the air there. Golly goodness. All right, let's keep going. Cross your feet over, hands behind your knees, roll all the way up. We're going to come into a side series here. So coming down onto your forearm, and then your top leg is going to be extended nice and long away from you, and your bottom leg is underneath you. Bring your knee back so it's in line with your hip and your shoulder. It may take a few reps to get used to it, but then once you kind of get used to where your foot needs to be, you'll be fine. All right, then this top foot is going flat on the mat as a support, and then your top hand is coming behind your head. Lots to set up. Then when you're ready, also making sure this elbow isn't out here, coming directly underneath your shoulder. On your exhale, lift your hips up towards the ceiling, squeeze the bottom glute, and then inhale to lower down. So we lift up, lower down. As I said, if you need to readjust that knee, readjust your top foot, totally fine. Lift up, lower down. So we're really focusing here on squeezing your bottom rib and your bottom hip together. Try and create lots of nice little rolls before coming all the way down. Ribs to hips, squeeze and lower. Beautiful. You've got 6 more here. Try not to sink into that shoulder, otherwise you'll really feel it in your neck and your shoulder. You want to feel it in your core here. Last 2. 1 more. We're going to hold it up and add into a combo. So you're going to take your top elbow down towards your bottom hand, lift back up towards the ceiling, and then a little lift and lower of that leg. So we're just rotating down, twist through the spine, back to the ceiling, lift and lower. Beautiful. Twist, center, lift and lower. All whilst using that bottom oblique to keep you lifted the entire time. You've just got 4 more here. Keep going nice and strong, pushing away from the mat. Last 2. Final 1. Keep that leg lifted. Keep it still. Little pulses of your hips for 12, 11, tiny squeeze, 10, 9, point the toes, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, come down. Take those feet in towards your side, and then take that arm up and over, stretch out that side oblique. Should be feeling nice and juicy, that stretch. And then take that same arm up and over, stretch to the other side. Nice work. All right, we're gonna come down onto our mat this time, coming down straight onto our bellies. So lengthen your legs behind you. You're gonna take your hands onto your foreheads and then come and lie down. I'm gonna lift up slightly just so you can hear me through the microphone, but you can completely relax your head down onto your hands. And then I want you to point your toes, think about squeezing your glutes just slightly and lengthening your tailbone away from you. Pulling the belly button in, everything is nice and ready to go. On your exhale, you're just going to lift your right leg slightly off the floor, squeezing that right glute, and then lower it down. So we exhale to lift it up, inhale to lower down. It doesn't need to be a big lift. I want you to think about lengthening your leg away from you rather than kicking it up as high as you possibly can. So it's a tiny little engagement of each glute, one at a time. But also make sure you're watching your hips. As you lift your right glute, I don't want your left hip to come off the mat. Keep nice and even, using your core to stabilize you. Just 4 more here. Upper body completely relaxed. Last 2. 1 more. Let's go into both legs now. So we exhale, squeeze both glutes slightly, lift the feet off, and then lower down. I want you to try and get your knees off the mat. So don't just lift the feet. Keep a straight leg, lifting the entire leg off, and then lowering down. Nice. You've got 4 more here before we add a little combo. Just for 3. Stretch the legs, point the toes for 2. Hold it for a little pause. Last one, we hold it up. Flex your feet, bend your knees, your heels come together, point your toes, reach your legs out, and then they lower back down. So we go lift, flex, bend, heels come together, point the toes, stretch the legs, and then lower down. Keep going. We lift, flex, bend, point the toes, extend, and lower. Please don't rush through this. Don't make it one big fluid movement. I want nice, clear steps. The slower the better. The slower you go, the more you'll get out of it. Really using your hamstrings to pull your heels together. Imagine you're working through water now, all right? Where was I the other day? I was at the beach, and I was just trying to run through water. It was so hard. And then apparently you can do cycle classes in water. Like, that would be killer. Imagine if you were to actually do Pilates in the water. Maybe that's what I've got to do. All right, last one here. We go lift, flex, heels come together. Keep your heels glued together. Little pulses of your knees off the mat. Tiny squeezes for 10, 9, squeeze up. Feel that whole back body on fire. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Extend those legs. Take your hands towards your shoulders and then push all the way back into a child's pose. Take a quick little breather there. Rock from side to side. Stretch out your back a little bit. And then when you're ready, we're going to go straight onto that other side. So that side lying series. So turn around to whichever side you haven't done. Coming down onto that forearm, extending your top leg long, and then bringing that bottom knee in line with your hip and your elbow. Hand behind your head, core nice and tight. Let's go. We exhale to lift up, readjust your legs if you need, and then inhale to lower down. Lift up and lower down. Exhale, lift, rib to hip, hold and squeeze, and then we slowly control it down. Nice. Try and get that little pause at the top. Really visualize your rib and your hip kissing towards each other. 5 more here. Last 4. Squeeze it up for 3. Nice and strong. Last 2. One more, we hold it all the way up. We go into that combo. So your elbow reaches down towards the floor, lift it up towards the ceiling, top leg comes up, lowers down. So we twist, back to the ceiling, lift and lower. Twist, ceiling, lift and lower. Nice work, keep going. You've got 4 more combos here. Keep those hips lifted the entire time. Keep squeezing that bottom glute. Just 2 more. Last one. We hold that leg all the way up, little pulses of those hips for 10. Squeeze it up, 9. My glute is on. Last 8. 7, point the toes, reach for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down, tuck your knees in, and then stretch up and over, reach towards the side. Breathing into that top rib cage. And then exhale, come all the way down. Reach that fingertip away. Nice deep breath. All right, we've got one last little finisher to go. So we are coming to our half plank position. Hands are coming in front of you. Knees are coming directly underneath your shoulders. This is option 1. So your hands are directly underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. Option 2, walk your knees back a few inches, press your hips down and come into your plank, half plank position. Let me show you that combo first. So we're going to come into 1 push-up. So we inhale down, exhale to press up. We have 2 shoulder taps. 1, 2, tuck the toes under, lift up into a plank, 2 knee tucks. 1, 2. Then we lower the knees down, untuck the toes. Let's go together. We push up, 2 shoulder taps. Tuck the toes under, into your plank, 2 knee tucks. Lower the knees, untuck the toes. If you can, I want you to challenge your brain a little bit and swap from left to right each time. It'll be easy if you just do that same arm and same leg to start the entire time. All right, so switch it up for me. Keep going. This is our last push of class, and we are done. I promise there are no secret finishes at the end. Maybe a little plank hold, but that's it. Let's go for 4 more here. Get that heart rate going. You can speed it up if you want a little bit more cardio. Last 3. Exhale to pull those knees in. Keep going. We're in this together. 2 more. Perfect way to finish off our energizing Pilates class. Last one. 2 shoulder taps into your plank. 2 knee tucks. We're going to finish with 10 knee tucks. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those knees down and come into a child's pose. Amazing work, everyone. You smashed today's energizing Pilates class. I don't know about you, but I feel like I have so much energy right now. I could even go for a run. Actually, no, I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go for a run. Who am I kidding? But we are going to finish today's Pilates class with an affirmation card. So I will randomly select one now and pop it on the screen at the end for you to have a little read through. But please don't forget to like and subscribe to Pilates with Bonnie, and I look forward to joining you next time on the mat. Bye. Mwah.